I've got a wild idea.
I'm up for some wild ideas.
I say we do these announcements and like are over energetic. Like we like nail them. Like, oh my gosh, Gmail. Like let's go to Gmail and have a kickback rager at Gmail. You know, like get hype about it. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like every day for me. That's how I live my life every day. YOLO, Jimmy.
YOLO.
What's up, Papa Charlotte Christian? It's our last night's news episode, and we had fun making videos for y'all this year. And so here's some quick announcements before we get into the show.
All right, first up, everybody, we got birthdays. Teddy Piper Edwards is today, as well as Charlie Zinger. And Andrew Goad is Friday. Happy summer, everybody.
Juniors, Mr. Brown has a Zoom meeting for us at 11 on Friday to wrap up the school year. There will be counselors there, and it'll be a good old time. The link is zoom.us/J/9386611. Never mind, just check your email.
Sophomores and juniors, applications are now being accepted for the Teen Volunteer Board at the Ronald McDonald House for the 2020-21 school year. They participate in monthly meetings from September to April and lead service projects and fundraisers. Applications are due by June 1st. Please email Ms. Cassie, Ms. Fox, or Ms. Garrett for an application.
The Act 1 competition drama team will be holding video auditions for its 2020 team. This video submission is open to students new to Charlotte Christian School or students not currently enrolled in Act 1 but who wish to be considered for the team. We are looking for students who are passionate about acting, who have a heart for serving the community with their talents, and who are team players. Look for audition details in this Friday's focus.
All right, y'all, we are excited to invite all the families to campus next week for a new event that we are calling Charlotte Christian Curbside. We have school items we need to get to you, and we have some items for you to return to us. Make sure that your parents check their email to sign up for the time from Tuesday, May 26th to Friday, May 29th to come get your stuff.
The end of year academic awards will be announced by video, which will be shared via email tomorrow, Friday, May 22nd. Congratulations to all.
Okay, so Lily, we've been doing a little bit of cooking, but you got some extra help doing cooking during this quarantine. Tell us a little bit about this piece we're about to see.
Yes, I did. So I originally planned it on just being me, and I was going to show you guys one of my favorite recipes, making lemon bars, but some of my siblings had some other plans, so I got a little help from my sister. So let's go see it.
Okay, hi everyone. Today we're going to be making some lemon bars because I love lemon bars. Anything lemon, the lemon pound cake, lemon... What are some more lemon things? Anyways, I'm getting really off sidetracked. I can't talk today. Let's start. First, I need to get my apron because... Okay, let's make some lemon bars. I remembered I have a lemon apron. I need to use this. It's oranges. Close enough. For our lemon bars, we're going to start off making the little crust, like the little shortbread cookie kind of thing on the bottom of the lemon bar. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that thing. Get your handy dandy little mixer thing out. Oh, I forgot to preheat the oven. Let's do that. 350 degrees.
Can I help, please? Cooking with Adeline. New segment.
What?
That's enough.
This is my show. I make the rules. Oh wait, I have to flatten it out first.
You're just gonna ruin it like that. Want to tell you why?
Why?
Because first of all, lemon bars are never perfect. The lemon bars are usually around the edges. That's what makes them homemade. Second of all, third of all, you can't just lift it up and put it in because
Why?
if you don't have enough, if you don't, or you take too much space up, then you're gonna have to do it over again, and you can't roll it out more than like a few times, so it's gonna get hard. So, take it a shot.
Let's start on to our dressing. Nope. Not
Did you
dressing.
just say dressing?
I didn't mean to. I have
Filling.
Whatever.
The zester question mark?
We have a cheese grater. We don't have a zester, but did you know that this side of the cheese grater is actually a lemon zester? Don't fact check me on that, but I think it is. I think it is. It seems like it would work.
It doubles. It doubles as a lemon zester. So if you ever need a lemon zester and you do not have one, but you do have a cheese grater, it's a great way.
That's what I just said.
You did not. You said that was the lemon zester. That's not the purpose of it. The purpose of it is for cheese.
What? When would you need
But it
cheese
doubles.
this tiny?
Do you need to pour it?
Yes, pour it all in there.
Lily.
Me?
You're the one who took the whisk out.
I didn't touch it.
Bread stuff is out of the oven.
Now we're just gonna pour our little bowl into here. Okay, here's the final product. Here's lemon bars. I put some powdered sugar on them at the end. I think they turned out pretty well. Thanks for watching me.
Last week, before the seniors took off for the year, we got together and played a little Kahoot, Two Truths and a Lie Teacher Edition. So as we're playing along together in our little Google Meet here, you play at home and see if you can distinguish which one of these three things is a lie. There we go. You guys ready? Like I said, wait till the video is done. Wait till the video is done before you click the answers.
Miss Nixon.
I once got left at the RDU airport by my parents. I once almost fell off a carnival ride after not being buckled in. I once hitchhiked with a complete stranger across state lines.
Oh, you're picking the lie. Yeah.
All right.
That's crap. There's no way that's true.
That's the lie. That is the lie. She did fall off a carnival ride, and she did hitchhike with a stranger. And there's actually more to that story. It's quite frightening. All right, here we go.
That's always fun.
Jack in the lead.
1, I went to Walt Disney World for my honeymoon. 2, I've been to all 4 Disney parks before noon on one day. 3, I've seen every Disney Pixar movie ever created.
Which one's a lie?
I feel like all of these are true.
That's nearly impossible. You can't go to every Disney park and like. That's nearly impossible.
Bryson, Miss Emery's a different breed.
Bryson, Disney is the place of impossibility.
Just wait till you go to Disney for J2.
Disney
Jack is crushing it.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 18, I went whitewater rafting in Nepal, and at the end of our trip, one of our tour guides asked me to marry him. When I was 19, I rode on the back of a motorcycle in a market in Jakarta after a shaman told me that I was going to have a career that had to do with books. And when I was 20, I rode four-wheelers on a cattle farm in Australia, and that cattle farm usually bought their cattle from Mel Gibson.
Which one is it? Those are 3 tough ones.
I feel like motorcycle shaman in Jakarta is too specific to be like.
Oh, good. All right.
I knew it.
That's so specific.
But she was proposed to on a river raft in Nepal at 18 years old. And the Mel Gibson one's like specific as well.
That's a name drop.
Oh, Jack, you didn't get that one, huh?
Nope.
All right, here we go.
I grew up in the same hometown as an American president who also, years before, had gone to grade school with my grandmother. Statement number 2. On my first date with a woman who would eventually be my wife, I told her that her nose was crooked.
He would never.
Number 3.
You would never do that.
In college, I shared a room with a young man who took care of a pet marmoset.
Go!
There's no way. He only respects women.
Any stalker would never say.
You guys are wrong! A lot of you guys had a hard time believing that he did that to his wife.
I don't believe that.
He could have been missing her nose and he wouldn't say anything.
He would break his nose. He would give her his nose.
Oh!
I met the director of NASA while attending space camp as a teenager. I filled out the application to become an astronaut. I shook hands with a man who hit golf balls on the moon.
Now go.
Oh my God.
Determining the lie.
I wouldn't put all those past Dr.
I know. I
Cloud. All those are true.
Listen to this music. This wait music is perfect. All right, some of these answers. There you go.
I got one.
I got it. I'm on podium, baby.
First thing, I have danced in Lucas Oil Stadium, which is where the Colts play. I played the role of Clara in the Nutcracker when I was younger. I have performed in the Indoor Color Guard World Championships.
Which one's the lie? Lily, did you get that one?
I did not.
I'm locked in.
Lily!
I'm locked in.
Oh, Jack's back up. Jack's back up.
The first time I skydived, my chute didn't open immediately. Scared me out of my mind. Landed really hard, broke my ankle. When I was 20, I jumped off a moving train to get away from 2 muggers in France. Just off the coast of Cozumel, I was almost in a shipwreck. Just about died. The wind changed direction, saved my soul at the last minute.
Oh no! Sorry.
No way.
I didn't
That
get
was a
an
lie.
answer.
You said that with so much conviction.
Yeah, so he did get mugged in France. That story, if you've never heard, is insane.
I think he told our sophomore class about getting mugged in France.
That was crazy.
I feel like
I thought I remembered the
I would've-
parachute, but
I haven't gotten any of them right.
Here's your chance. Here's your chance.
Number 1, I've been to England 21 times. Number 2, I can recite all of the countries in alphabetical order.
Wow.
And number 3, I have run my fingers through Sylvester Stallone's hair.
What? Gosh.
I knew it was probably like 22.
How do you know?
She's been there. I think she said she's been there 17 times.
Oh. Yeah, numbers is where they get you.
Oh, Calvin!
Will
Allen coming up.
Barely recite the alphabet.
I have flown in the Goodyear blimp. My grandfather was baptized in the Ohio River. I can play Billy Joel's Piano Man on the piano.
Oh, okay, so you got some points on that one.
I still have 0.
This is the first one I got right.
I've been skydiving. I performed a clogging routine at the White House. And my favorite food is Italian.
Somebody done cheated.
What?
Never been skydiving, but her favorite food's not Italian. You guys are like, no way her favorite food is Italian.
I just didn't have enough time to choose.
I'm sorry. I did my best, Ziggy. It took me. I've been doing a lot of stuff.
All skydiving stories just fake, pretty much.
No one's ever actually been skydiving.
The first story is when I was in college. I worked at Churchill Downs during the Kentucky Derby, and in one Saturday, I made over $1,000 in tips. The second story is my first paying job was as a dancer on a country music video that aired on CMT. My first year of teaching, I didn't know my students very well. When a boy got called to the office, I didn't know who it was. And so I had another boy volunteer to go find him, and he was gone for a while, and it turns out that he was the boy that was called to the office, so he just skipped about 30 minutes of class.
Was it not true? Oh!
The numbers.
Mrs. Weber has danced on a country music video. That's a story I don't know at all. Riley with the fire. Calvin's up there. Jack's hanging on. Shay, quiet. Hayden, quiet. Jimmy, you still at 0?
Yeah.
Are you playing anymore?
Yes.
As a teenager, my family went on trips in the summer. On one of them, we went on a glacier, went horseback riding in the mountains in the Himalayas. In the second trip, we were in a safari, and I leaned out to take a picture, and I leaned out too far, and I fell out, and I was immediately surrounded by a bunch of very curious monkeys. The third trip, there were 2 bombs on the same trip, and we had to get off a plane, and we had to identify suitcases, and sure enough, in one of the suitcases, there was a bomb.
I literally have no
Oh,
I swear, I remember telling us like
a suitcase bomb.
I would never fly again.
That'd be two on one trip.
The story about the suitcase bomb, it happened when it was like her second time coming to America, I think.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. America. All right, here we go.
When I was in Japan a couple of years ago, I actually got to climb part of Mount Fuji. The second one, when I was a senior in high school, I had to drop out of high school starting in February and did not get to go back until the day I graduated. When I was a freshman in college, I was kissed by an actual prince of a country.
Hey, you're like, so what? We dropped out in February too. Oh, Mount Fuji.
You misspelled climbed.
I don't like you. Yes, sir.
When in middle school, my wife and I both were at Disney World the same week without knowing it. For my 20th wedding anniversary, my wife and I went skydiving, and I was once kicked off the set of Home Alone 2 for sneaking on with the extras.
You go for it. Follow your gut. Follow your gut.
I wanted to. Nobody's ever been skydiving.
No one goes skydiving.
Nobody's ever been.
But how weird is that he and his wife were at Disney at the same time when they were in middle school? And
I
they
thought
didn't
he
know
said that in Brett.
Yeah, he did. He said that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't there like
Yeah,
a picture?
Context clues. Riley pulling away. Look at that.
I graduated college in 3 years, played college volleyball, and have been skydiving. So
She actually went skydiving, but she played softball in college, not volleyball. So it was like the numbers thing. Oh, and Riley
She told me she's played softball in college.
How do you know these teachers, man?
I have a twin. I married my high school sweetheart. I skipped the 5th grade.
Oh!
Yes!
He's on the board, man.
You got on the board, Jimmy?
No, I got one right.
Yes, you got on the board.
Oh, I'm on the board, yeah.
Riley's on fire. Streak of 3. Last one.
McMullen.
I have handled over 12 alligators in my lifetime.
That's shitty.
In college, I dated someone who went on to be a low-ranking professional tennis player. In high school, I was a 3-sport athlete, none of which were basketball.
All right, go for it.
What do you think?
I don't believe it.
What's
That
the lie?
that dude.
What?
Oh, it was probably like a soccer player or something.
Alligator.
Yeah, it was.
All right, here we go. Let's crown the winner. The podium is
Riley.
Jay.
Oh.
Jack, excellent work.
That is so, you got 50% of them right.
You got congratulations, Riley. Where are you? Good job.
I'm right here.
So what do you attribute your success to, Riley?
I don't know. I guessed on everything.
11 out of 17, though, ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
I don't know how I did that.
All right, so as a lot of you guys know, we at the end of the year like to do something where we will get together and essentially have the senior class break up with Night's News. And as we've been talking about it, it just doesn't feel right to do that right now because I feel like everybody's already there. And so I spent the better part of yesterday putting together something for you guys, for you seniors. It's brief, but I tried to make it as real and as happy as I could. But I wanted to commemorate. I could not let, especially some of you guys that have been around for quite some time, I could not let you guys leave without doing something to say goodbye. And so I'm going to play it for you guys right now, if it's all right with you.
Can I tell you something just between you and me? When I hear your voice, I know I'm finally free. Every single word is perfect as it can be. And I need you here with me. When you lift me up, I know that I'll never fall. I can speak to you by saying nothing at all. Every single time I find it harder to breathe, 'cause I need you here with me every day. You're saying the words that I want you to say. There's a pain in my heart and it won't go away. voice, I know I'm finally free. Every single word is perfect as it can be, 'cause I need you here with me.
All right, thank you guys so much for a great year. Looking forward to getting back together, hopefully in person next year. Seniors, we love you, miss you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.